In this video, I will show you how to batch pick orders using the scanning and a picking cart. We will do this completely in my desktop environment. There's no need to be in an actual warehouse to demonstrate this. And this is typically how we demonstrate also in sales demos. A picking cart, you can imagine, will look something like this, with some bins or totes and then barcodes on those bins. In the system, you can find them under administration, warehouse and picking carts. We are going to be using this one with ID 1 and it has 12 locations. You can configure and create your picking carts at this page. Going back to the order list, to create a pick order, you first need to allocate orders. So in my case, let's say I want to allocate everything with status released. Then I will have those orders here and I will select them all and I'll click allocate. Now you can select a couple of orders here that are in status allocated. Now we have all statuses again. You can select a couple of them and create pick order here and then execute it in the scanning interface. We recommend using this option here, overview of allocated orders. Now we do that, then we get another window here where we can filter on things such as aisles, which I will show you, zones, transporter and transporter service. Now, if I filter against the aisles in my warehouse, let's do that and click search. And then I only have 3 aisles in my demo system, HC, HB and HA. And here we have some options here. This is the threshold option for creating orders per pick order. You can set any number that you want. I will take in HA here and I will take these 3 orders that are located in this aisle and I will create a pick order out of those. So there we go, and then we can close the dialog and then I will have those created as pick orders. So I click close here, but this is to show you that you can filter and group for multiple categories at the same time should you want to create your own customized pick orders. So we now have a pick order ID 72, and this is what we're going to execute in the scanning. To reach the scanning environment, you can simply click this button. And all that it is the ending scanning on top of your system URL. You may use the scanning from any device. It's used through the web browser, so you can have an Android pad or something like that connected with the Bluetooth, some sort of scanning device, a ring scanner, whatever, for the input of actually scanning the barcodes. Or you can use like a Zebra device with an attached barcode scanner on it. You can even use a phone, and we also have progressive web app, so it gives the appearance of an installed app, but it's always run through the browser, meaning that you will not have to worry about any updates or anything like that on your end. Anyway, we are going to do the batch picking in many bins option. So I click here and I have a pick order of ID 72. So I take that. And then I'm going to choose or scan a picking cart, and I wanted this one, 12 bins. Now we're only going to use 3 of those. And here it says where we're going to go to HA261. Let's say I enter the wrong or scan the wrong barcode like this, then I will get an error message. So I scan the correct barcode. Then I scan the article. This is the standard scanning flow. I'll show you later on how to change that. And then I input the count. And I input or scan the bin if it has a barcode. And then let me show you, I come to the next location, HA491, and I should pick 3 t-shirts from there. And then I come to the location and I see that there is no goods there at all. So then I have this option, change goods. So I can deallocate here, and I see that I also have this in this location. So I deallocate, and since there were nothing on that location, I just deallocate and adjust inventory. And then I instead allocate from this one, was it? And then I'm done. So now I take and scan this location. I want to enter a quantity. I scan the article name, the count 3, and bin 1. And I have one more order of these in my third bin. So input the count, input the bin. And now those orders with the pick order 72, you'll see they are now in the status picked. All right, the next thing to do is to show you how you can pack from. So the typical procedure would be to take this picking cart and move it to the packing station where someone does the packing, get the label printouts, the delivery reports, and what you need. So that typical procedure would be pack from many bins inside of Ongoing. So I click here and I choose my picking cart, and then I will take my order from bin 1. Here this would be pre-populated if you have checkouts integrated and so on, or from your e-commerce platform. In my case, I'll just choose this one. And then once again, if you have Ongoing printer service installed, you can get the printouts that you need simply by when you click this button. I take my next order, choose my transporter contact, click send, and then my final order here, and I'll click send again. And when I update the page here, you will see that the orders from pick order 72 are now in status sent. One final thing to show you is how you can configure the batch pick from many bins. If you go to administration and scanning, you have this option here. So you click here and then you can choose what settings you want to change. We recommend contacting your Ongoing representative to get exactly the behavior that you need. But this one is quite easy to understand. In our scanning flow, we first scan the location barcode, the article barcode, we input the count, and then we scan the bin. Let's say we don't want to scan this article, then we can edit. Here is what's available, here what's the current flow, and then just remove that from the right location to the left and click update. We update the setting, and now if I were to create another pick order, you would see that we wouldn't scan the article barcode at all. Also, it is possible to, if I create a pick order of these 3, I'll show you that. I'll create the pick order, open up the scanning again. I'll go back to batch picking in many bins, and I'll take the pick order. I will choose pick ID 1 again, and you'll see now if I enter the location, I then will go directly to the count and not have to input the or scan the article barcode. We have many ready-made scannings as well. If you click this button here, you edit the controller here. You will see that the one that we have right now is called Pick Order Scanning by Settings. So any scanning that is ending with by settings is possible to configure in the GUI of Ongoing, as I just did. But we have many ready-made scannings here, as you can see, and you may elaborate with them, but we always recommend to contact your Ongoing representative to get exactly the behavior that you need. But you should know that it is quite likely that we have seen your requested behavior before. Hope this helped you to understand how to execute a batch picking of orders in the scanning interface of Ongoing WMS. Thank you very much.